The mean girls in my life have not been the prettiest girls. But as I'm like curating this channel and like thinking back on my life experiences, I do remember three mean girls who stand out, who were, in fact, very pretty. One from middle school, one from grad school, and one from high school slash elementary school. Actually, I would just say elementary, middle school, and then grad school. But the one from elementary school, we went to both elementary schools together and then also high school. And so when I think about the bully from, no, wait, I won't say that they were bullies. I don't think they were bullies, but I do think they had the stereotypical nasty, arrogant, stuck up attitude that's often projected onto attractive women in general, attractive girls and women in general. These particular girls and women, they actually fit the mold. And when I think of mean, I think of unprovoked meanness. It wasn't due to like any particular person bothering them or pulling their pretty long hair or it, like no, like they came in the room mean. They came in the room superior. But for every like for the three mean girls that I'm thinking of who are actually pretty, the three pretty mean girls that I'm thinking of, I can think of countless, like I couldn't count them, mean girls who were not as pretty. And when I say pretty, like I don't mean necessarily by a European standard or like stereotypically pretty. No, I'm talking like actual, like the way the person's face looks to me. Um, and I'm not a colorist, so it's not influenced by, the like featureism or colorism or texturism. It's literally like just as you are not cute enough to be this mean. Nobody's cute enough to be mean, but I just had to like really think about that. Like, do I know any truly mean girls who were actually very pretty? And I encountered three of them in my life who were unprovoked, who were mean, and it wasn't provoked. And I saw them be humbled by life actually. Um, Majorly humbled actually, unfortunately as well. And it was just like wow, like remember I'm aging myself, but that 50 Cent song, in high school you was the man. Well, homie, what happened to you? I don't use profanity, it's just like a personal thing. But yeah, like humbled by life, teenage pregnancies, massive weight gain. um what happened to the other one? The other, public humiliation. Um, yeah, just mm so it just goes to show you, like, life is gonna have life. Life is gonna happen regardless. You can be like a really great person, and life will still happen. But um, I do believe that people reap what they sow. Like if you sow good things, you're for the most part you're gonna get that back, and then unfortunately, the opposite is true as well. But yeah, like there pretty mean girls do exist that fit the stereotype for being jerks just because they're pretty. And I have seen them be far outnumbered by women who were less pretty, if they were pretty at all. And I kind of think that I know that beauty is subjective, but like also we can call a thing, a spade a spade, and just acknowledge like there we some types of beauty are like just undeniable. And I chose Moesha and Tyra as the images for this particular video because watching Moesha, even as a kid, I remember thinking that she was mean to Kim, and I didn't like that. And then watching Tyra as like a young adult slash teenager, I remember thinking Tyra was a bully and that she would always have the girls with the pretty long hair cut it all off and then make them get a weave or something. And it just seemed like she doesn't seem to have like she's not Rapunzel. And I feel like even as a teenager, I could see her doing that just because she had the power to do it and she was misusing her power and being a bully to those women on the show. And so I think of them kind of like as stereotypical mean girls in a way. And I mean, I think if you grew up watching Moesha, you thought Moesha was that girl. And you grow up and you kind of like, maybe not. But I still like Brandy, but I do think Brandy is also a bit of a mean girl. So it was always interesting watching that interaction between her and Monica because Monica, in relation to Brandy, it was reported that when they were teenagers, Monica punched her in the face for no reason. And then as they're walking off the stage for the Grammys, Brandy tries to jump on her. But I will never forget, Brandy had a series. Um, she had a special series on MTV when she was having her daughter. And I remember, and I know she was like pregnant, pregnancy hormones and everything, but the way she would speak to her mom, I just remember thinking, Brandy's not a nice person. Like, she's not. And when I watched the verses between her and Monica, Monica don't like Brandy. She does not like Brandy, and I can't remember why, but it was something to do with Brandy being somewhat of an elitist, thinking she was superior to Monica, who has a rough, hardcore exterior. And so just out the gate, Monica didn't want to deal with her and her like snootiness. But for whatever that's about, watching them together for the verses, Monica was given as good as she got in terms of energy. Brandy definitely had put on her game face. She seemed like she was there to try to kind of pitch maybe possible collabs in the future between them. Seemed like she was there to get a bag, and she was willing to put aside whatever pettiness in the name of her coins. Whereas Monica, she must be doing better than Brandy financially, or she just cares less because she was definitely cold and icy towards her and is clearly not interested in any future collaborations. And I think life even humbled Brandy as a mean girl. She ended up having her quote unquote husband reveal that they were never married, and that was devastating to her image as the squeaky clean girl. Um, and then I would say that, Destiny's Child and Beyonce came out, and although Brandy has an amazing voice, it's like her star was dimmed by the I think by Beyonce and Destiny's Child. And then with Tyra, like we all came to see her for who she actually was on America's Next Top Model, and I think that's humbling. Her love life is humbling, even though we don't know much about it. Like, who doesn't want to be in love if the person is actually a suitable partner? So I don't know. These are just my thoughts on Pretty Mean Girls.